Good evening. More than a month after the McBride fire devastated the village of Ruidoso, families who lost their homes are starting to pick up the pieces. News 13's Ariana Kraft is here with a look at what one of those families is facing. Ariana?
Karen Roach sat down with KRQE New Mexico News podcast to share what it's been like for her family after losing everything and what's next.
You just don't ever think, oh, it's going to happen to us.
Karen Roach vividly remembers April 12th, the day the McBride fire broke out in the village of Ruidoso, changing her family's life forever. She knew something wasn't right when the road to her house was blocked off.
The guy stopped me and I said, well, what's going on? He said, well, there's a fire. And I said, well, my daughter is on Gavilan Canyon, where we lived, of course.
Her daughter had actually fallen asleep, unaware of the tragedy that was starting to unfold.
One of our dogs happened to jump in her lap, and she kind of woke up startled, realized that the house was really dark, and she said kind of red. She felt like maybe something was going on. She looked out the back and our entire deck was on fire.
In order to escape, her daughter had to drive through flames. And while she made it out with the two dogs, there wasn't time to grab anything else.
We lost everything in a matter of minutes. I did have a box for each of my children in my garage that I had always said, if there's a fire, I'll have time to grab these, but I didn't. There was no time to grab anything.
When the Roach family returned home, it was unrecognizable.
It was horrible. I mean, getting to my house, I saw the neighborhood, a mile before my house, and I knew if they were in that bad of shape, mine was going to be just as bad, and it was a lot worse than I ever expected.
But the Roaches have a plan. Karen's husband is a general contractor, and rebuilding is already in the works.
We had a structural engineer come out and inspect it, and he said it's good to go. Our foundation is still good, so we can actually just start rebuilding once permits are provided.
She explains why the family is staying in the same spot after such a devastating experience.
It's definitely going to change, but you know what? We love our property. It's nice and flat. We have the hill behind us and the creek behind us.
Roach says even though the fire is out, a lot of people are still struggling. You can hear more about her experience with fire insurance on the New Mexico News podcast, hosted by News 13's Gabrielle Burkhart and Chris McKee. We have a link on KRQE.com. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Ariana. After weeks of firefighting, the McBride fire was fully contained on May 9th, burning more than 6,000 acres, destroying more than 200 homes. 2 people were also killed in the fire.